Like the waterways really have been blocked because normally or in usual fashion by this time in the morning, it would have receded and at least property would have, people would start moving towards their properties to see if they can be salvaged. But this is what we see as at now at Alajo.
It's just my hope that the cars in the drain, there's no human being inside.
I hope so. I hope so too. So Stanley is on the telephone lines with us this morning. Stanley, good morning to you. You've been working hard from yesterday. We do appreciate your hard work. We don't take it for granted at all. I even wonder if you've had any sleep. But we are seeing the visuals, very devastating in the Alajo area. Could you confirm for us if these cars are empty and had no human beings in them before the floods?
Yes, so Cookie, yes, so yesterday we also saw pictures from Alajo from the floods, and the vehicles you are currently seeing in the pictures over there are vehicles that were washed away from the Achimota area to Alajo. And when you get to Alajo, you can also tell that a number of mechanic shops have been dotted along the shoulders of the Odo drain. So a lot of these vehicles have also been washed into the drains. So I must say that, yes, at the time when these vehicles were washed into the drain, there were no individuals or human beings as occupants in these vehicles. They are vehicles that have been parked by their owners at the various mechanic shops and Cookie, I must also add that at that enclave, there are no parking lots. And so a lot of people or vehicle owners do park their vehicles along the shoulders of the Odo drain. And so when the water came in that magnitude, that volume of water that we experienced yesterday, it was able to wash a lot of vehicles into the Odo drain. And when you come to Alajo, as I speak, it has been a busy morning for residents of the area, those survivors who left the jurisdiction to safety, and this morning they returned back to come and salvage few of their belongings. So I must say that yes, a lot of their wares, most of the residents have lost their property to the floods. A lot of them too have also lost a whole lot, because along the shoulders of the drain there were shops, container shops. So there is a TV repairing shop with a lot of television sets that people have brought to the mechanic to repair. The TV mechanic to repair. As I speak, the entire container and its content cannot be found because the water had actually washed it away. There is also a barbering shop. There is also a mosque on the same stretch. All those facilities have been washed into the drain. So currently, as I speak, a lot of the residents are actually counting their losses, and they are only making away with few of their belongings, especially their wares, which have been soaked in water and mud. Okay. And they are trying to wash some of them and then dry them up.
Okay. Stanley, this morning, the Ghana National Fire Service confirmed 4 people dead around the Odona. Have you picked up any indication if perhaps there are more?
Yes. So out of that figure that they mentioned, 2 of the deceased deceased or the death incidents were recorded in Alajo, and currently we've not heard anything. That the whole time that I was there, I didn't hear anybody talking about the death toll rising up. Okay. But currently, as we speak, they are reeling under the devastation of the flood.
Okay. Okay. Now let's cross over to Achimota, because I'm told you were at Achimota too, and 1 death has been recorded in that area. Tell us what the updates are.
So Achimota situation is also dire because the storm drain that was constructed by former President John Ajay to receive huge volumes of water from upstream. I must report to viewers that portions of the drain had actually collapsed, and when the water overflowed its banks, it had actually eaten into the erosion of most homes. So partially, you have about 3 homes or 3 houses that have been partially collapsed. Their content, the content of such homes were also washed away by the flood, and so a lot of people here too are also have been badly affected by what happened yesterday. I must also indicate that the storm drain, government awarded sections of the storm drain to Interbeti. That is a construction firm to also repair part of the broken storm drain. But I think the construction had stored for some time, and materials that were brought on site to aid the construction process have been washed away, including heavy iron rods. They've been washed away by the floods that we witnessed yesterday.
How about residents? Are there people still around the area trying to salvage bits and pieces of what is left of their wares and properties?
That is exactly the situation, because everyone or every survivor here is trying to had actually returned home to salvage few of their belongings that they can lay their hands on. And so when you come to the stretch, apart from the devastation of their buildings, the erosion, the base of their buildings that have been eroded by the floods, most of they've lost their television, their electronic appliances, their wares, everything have been damaged. So currently they are combing through them one by one. Some are washing, some are also trying to scavenge through the debris to find out whether they can also retrieve some of their belongings. And then when you go to the other shops, other shops, provision shops, their barbering shops, their drinking spots, and especially the drinking spots and the provision shops, these have been affected heavily. So when you go to the enclave, you realize that the owners of those shops have actually opened their shops, and they are trying to clean the few of the drinks that they can lay their hands on, so that they can put them back on the shelves.
Finally, Stanley, how about power? Has power been restored in the area you're at now, or ECG is still trying to manage the situation?
Yes, so power has been restored currently. I saw a few bulbs in the area that had lit up. And so that confirms the situation that power, which was the power supply, which was truncated or cut yesterday, had been restored.
Okay, but how about relief items? Do you see, or have you cited NADMO or any other relief companies trying to help residents in the area? Have you seen mattresses? Have you seen food? Have you seen fresh buckets of water, or even any other relief items being distributed?
I'm happy you actually raised this question. I came up with this question because that is the single thing that almost everybody I spoke with is looking forward to: relief items. Currently, as we speak, NADMO has not been there. The people who have been badly affected, they are looking for even mattress to lay their heads on this evening, because they don't know. Yesterday, according to some of them, they had to leave the jurisdiction to go and pitch with friends at places where places that were exempted from the flooding situation. But today that they are back to prepare their homes to find out if they can inhabit their homes again. So they are waiting for NADMO to come up with that they can also that can cushion them a little bit. So currently, everybody is looking forward to that.
All right, Stanley Niblo, please keep an eye on these areas for us. Definitely, when it's time for News Central, we'll come to you for a lot more of the updates. But thank you for the good job that you have done. We don't take it for granted at all. Thank you for your time this morning. And Beatrice, we'll switch over to another area. Yes, I'm told that George Queening.
Yes.
Okay.
George Queening is currently in Lashibi to bring us an update from there as well. George, if you can hear us, tell us where exactly in Lashibi you find yourself and what's happening there.
Good morning, and we are coming to you live from Lashibi Community 19. And so this is the aftermath of yesterday's torrential rainfall. And I'm told that this place was full to capacity. The flood waters was everywhere, so it was very difficult for cars to move, I'm told. But now, even though part of the flood waters have receded, there are some in active force. And these gentlemen, of course, were part of the heroes that were saving, people that were trapped in the buildings. Very good morning. We are live on TV3.
Oh, okay.
Yes, see how bad was the flood water?
Oh, yesterday the flooding that happened here yesterday. It was a history flooding for this area because I've been here for about 10 to 11 years. I've never seen this kind of flooding before. It's happened 2 times in just this month, 2 times on a row, and we all were shocked. But one, I would say the bridge
is the problem.
Is the problem because when the water comes like that, first we're having 3 holes that the water can flow. This one was the little one, and there is another one in the middle, which was very huge. And the other one was
so that I can hear you.
Yeah. So the other one, the first one, there was the normal one, where the middle one was the huge one.
Okay.
But right now, the constructor came to build another bridge with a bar. As you can see a bar from here to the ending. But we opened only 2 space for the water to go.
Okay.
Which one is here? See this one. And the other one is at the end there. But the water is the end there. The water is on the end there. Here is not a water.
Okay, I get it.
So there is no way.
So this one, it's not like a river.
It's not like a river. This one is here.
But the guy the one that was picked up was in this area.
They're down there. But they're down there to pick dead body from here.
And but you said there's a car.
There's a car inside. The man
if you can find. So actually, there's a car in the
water. Right now,
the man is out.
The man is out. We save him from the artery.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is the situation report here. And so if you're coming from wherever to maybe you want to use this road, there's a bit of traffic here because the flood water is still receding. So vehicles have to take time to actually maneuver through the waters before they continue to their various destinations. But it feels like the flood waters carry some provisions along with it. And so you can see gentlemen trying to just, take all these things. I don't know whether it's very healthy for them to take this, but this is them packing all the provisions that the flood waters came with. So what go to them and talk to them, whether they actually, taking into consideration their health and hygiene, because this is flood water and taking as it is, even though it came with the provisions, at least you don't be very but some people are trapped in their various, rooms. A very good morning, guys. Your life on TV3, but who could say I want to understand. So that means it's only in your money by So this is gum?
Yeah.
So you who eat this?
Yeah, Robert.
I think you're
Try it just for you.
but with like
I'm
not encouraging this, but
that you have to annoy it.
I move on to the important. No, but and the biscuits you eat the biscuits.
Oh, this is some right now.
No.
This is no. Robert when I do that. But this is not the enemy.
But I think you should actually be weak and
what you have no press. It's the when I do that.
But and run on which be saving for. Which be saving for. Okay.
The area no so I go can see now meaning the mom body now.
Okay. That means when I can I am not can well, so this morning we know the president has spoken, and then some post-relief items will be given to some people that have been affected, and he actually extended his condolences to the bereaved families who've lost their loved ones. Some 12 persons, I'm told, have been reported dead, and it's quite a serious situation. If you're watching us live wherever you are, you can also let us know what the situational report is wherever you are, how it is. We'll surely protect that and share them to the world. Kupe is there, Beatrice is there, the team is solidly there, and we're going to bring you extensive coverage of the torrential rainfall. 24 hours is what it is. Engage us with your thoughts, comments, opinions. Surely read them and share them to the rest of the world. I'm so sure, guys. I'm so sure you guys are taking this away.
Oh, everything.
Sure.
Everything. Oh, what's on the color?
Wow. But let me ask you this question. Okay. In so there be a use back and forth. Yeah, now try buying good my net.
Oh, they went out in Toronto and saying it, I'm a floor. And Satina, like air water logs. I'm type of moment to move.
Go for it to say. But you also share with the people that say that they are buying tons that say they over tons to they are buying the 10 for move and apart from buying. Who is the best?
Oh, that. And if I know maybe you
that's what buying now. You know what buying instead of going to the cheap. How much we call 2 times, 3 times.
Yes, maybe I over so at that's maybe I consult maybe cheap now. About so you know
so these were the men that were doing the no man's job, trying to help people that were trapped. And I want to talk to some of the commuters and if they also experience certain, untoward situations due to the. What can I talk to you? What can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? You are live on TV3. Do you stay around?
Yeah, I stay around.
And so, having you affected your where you stay, has it been affected?
Okay, anyway, came around there, but not affect people. But I affected a lot of people around. The place that brown.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I did it. That flooded there.
So where's the
house there? Is flooded.
The road there. The access to the place is where that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The road there.
Okay. But
so that house there.
All right, George.
So that place is that. Yeah. Okay. So quickly. So surely. So this is a situation report, and I'm sure
George.
I'll bring you more as and when you're sure.
All right, George. We thank you very much, and Beatrice. It's going to take a long time for all of us to recover from the aftermath of the floods. But I was particularly happy yesterday when the president mentioned that he's told the finance minister to release some money from the contingency fund to provide some relief items to all the affected, and I pray that those monies will be released on time. People are desperate. People don't have food to eat. They don't have clothes. They don't have anything, and they are patching with friends and family. It can be a lot of inconvenience because all these things were not even planned, you know. So I do hope that those monies will come and it will be distributed appropriately so that the right affected people actually get the relief items and it doesn't just go into the hands of the wrong people.
Yes.
We thank you one more time for choosing TV3 Newday as a part of you. It's Tuesday today, right? It's not even Wednesday.
Yes.
Wow, what a way we started the week.
It's been a lot of stuff happening.
As Stanley was reporting and as George Quenin was still reporting, the clouds we saw are still very, very heavy. There are still dark clouds hovering above all of us, and there's a 40% chance across the country of rain today. So we do hope that you'll be safe. And from what the engineers and from the experiences of those who were affected are telling us, the water does not even now come slowly to the homes. It just gushes out, and by the time you realize it's overtaken the whole building. So just when it starts to rain, please just make sure that you are on safer grounds. Our thoughts, our prayers, and our hearts are still with all the affected. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. Enjoy the rest of our programming. Well, the World Cup is still continuing, so Mundial Daily will continue right